Hello, friends and beautiful people. So I thought I'd take a minute and update you on the farm. We have, we've had internet issues, so haven't been able to do a whole lot. But now Elon Musk has been here, and life is great. So let me show you what we've got going on over here. We are back in the quail business. Now, this is not where these guys are going to live. This is just a temporary little place for them until we get, let me show you this, hang on, the concrete poured here. So what we did was we traded off all of the stalls that were out here, and the Amish are going to put concrete. They're going to replace all the concrete here. There never was concrete. And then it should help with the problem that we've had out here with rats. And let me show you something. See that there? In between the wood stalls and the walls is where the rats lived. So now that we're getting rid of their ability to come in and out and their food source, because the cattle are also leaving, we hope to really just put a major cramp in their style. And then let me show you what else we've got. Look who came home. Let me see if I can get in there so that you can see their, so again, temporary home. We're actually going to put concrete in this stall as well, just until, to tide these guys over until we can get the poultry barn built, which is now moved up on the priority list. So that's part of what we've had going on. The concrete will be like 2 weeks, and then that'll be all done, and we're super stoked about that. And then let me show you something else exciting that happened. Hubs doesn't think I'm going to show him. There he is. There's our Elon Musk was here. Starlink. And then, I don't know if you can see him, but we started in with the security cameras and lights. So our farm has lost her innocence. We've also started, we've got the driveway sensors and things in as well. I tell you, we can't say enough about the Starlink. Even when it's rainy and cloudy, there's no interruption in service. It's helping us with our cell phone coverage because we have them on Wi-Fi also. And it's just no more going to town to use the internet. It's been wonderful. So that's a little bit of what we've got going on. We've got this week, Hubs has to spread the gravel, obviously, finish cleaning out the barn and spread the gravel for the concrete. And then we've got the propane in. My stove got hooked up on Tuesday. I've been traveling a lot, so I was out of town, and when the service call came in, and they said they were coming to hook up my stove. So I now have a propane stove, and I have made sure I have baked every single day, and it's been awesome. First thing I did was make him his biscuits and gravy, for those of you who are wondering. He wanted that. And then, yeah, it's just going into winter and fall. Let me give you a little picture. One of the things I was looking forward to was just seeing how the landscape here would change going into winter and fall. And I think it's going to be beautiful. And I'm still pinching myself every day that I get to live someplace so amazing. So we have a wood burner, coal stove in the bottom of the house that we just have to kind of go through and make sure it's ready for winter. We've got a coal burner in the bottom of the quilt shop that has to make sure that it's ready for winter. And then the pipe for the quilt shop is almost done. so that we've got that wood burner in the shop ready for winter. And then we're rocking and rolling. We kind of feel like Alaska, the last frontier, trying to make sure we got all of our preparing done for winter. We've got coal. We've bought a couple skids of that. We've got wood. So we're just in that mode. I do need to get. I'm gonna finally take care of. Hang on, if you can see it. Sarah's garden up there. I didn't do much with it. I went out there and did some token things, but not a lot. So I'm gonna clean that out. I'm gonna plant my garlic. I've got some perennial herbs and things that I'm gonna get started out there this month, and I might take you around for that after I get it cleaned out. Nobody wants to watch me clean up a garden, but I will talk about what we're planting, why, where, how, and then let's see, what else do we have? I guess that's it. So just a quick little update. I'm getting ready to head off for church. I do want to show you one more thing though that I was blessed with. All right, hang on. That is a butterfly bush that I had planted when we first got here. I had ordered that for the other house, but look, it matches the hydrangea she had here. Wait till you see this other hydrangea. This thing, I didn't think it was gonna bloom, and it's a beast. It's beautiful. There was an incident that would you can't make this stuff up, with an Amish buggy. I'll tell you a quick story. I was in the quilt shop last Saturday. It was before 9, and I heard a buggy just rip roaring in, and I looked out on the hitching post, and there wasn't a buggy there, because I just thought it was somebody coming in to be the first one to shop. Well, then I looked out to see if it was at the barn, because Hubs has had a lot of people coming for welding, blacksmithing, and things like that. So I looked over there, and there was nothing. Didn't think anything about it. Well, the driveway sensors and alarms were going off like crazy, and I just thought it was him, because he's been going from one barn to the other, clearing one out so that he can get his shop set up, because he's been working out of the 2 barns. Not everything's unpacked. It's just been a pain for him, so he's been trying to, when he can, try to get that stuff all organized. And then he came in and he told me that, he asked me if I heard all the commotion, and I didn't know what he was talking about. I said, just you. And it come to find out, the buggy had tried, the pony had tried to get in the fence over where the cattle are, and he went over to try to grab a hold of it, because the buggy was empty, and the pony just went nuts, and he couldn't get a hold of it. So he jumped in his truck and went down to Jonas's. Jonas was gone, but Annie was there in the ditch with the 2 little boys that had been in the buggy. Long story short, this pony had been a problem the day before, and the lady who was in it had gone over to the bulk food store. It rolled. She broke her arm in 3 places. They can't cast it because of where the one was, and so these little boys had gone over with their mamas or sisters or something to, I think it was the mom and the sister, to help her out. And so they were going to drive this pony and buggy over to their farm, knowing that the day before it had been a real issue. Well, the pony got a burr again, and the one little boy jumped out. The other little boy stood up to pull the reins back to try to get a better control of the pony. Got flipped out of the buggy. Pony takes off with the buggy, comes to our farm, and the little boy is life flighted to Children's Hospital. And it was scary. There was a lot of blood. Hubs said that, Annie saw everything happen. She was first one there. So he ran to get men to not only find whose boys these were, but also to help him get control over this pony. They were at this farm within 15 minutes. I mean, they had a horse trailer, and a truck, and they were ready to load this little guy up. So, in the interim, we had another Andy's brother came and got him tied to the hitching post. So the little boy, they had to cut a piece of his skull out to reduce the swelling, but he's fine. He's great. I had put a prayer request out on our Facebook page, and I appreciate all of you who prayed for him, but he's doing well. Unfortunately, I don't know that the pony's going to be doing well. They're going to sell him at the auction because we don't want him around kids, but it was quite the weekend last weekend, and then we were going to a friend's house to pick up the turkey and the quail, and the truck stuck in the middle of the road. The guy comes out in his bloomers to flag us around his truck. It was just a weird weekend last weekend. So our Hallmark movie just gets more interesting with more plot twists. So that's all I've got for right now. I will try to update you more now that we do have internet and we're able to do it. And until next time, friends, be blessed and be a blessing.